Yeah, I'm here. She's on her way. We have a special guest with us tonight. This is an important episode slash conversation. You know, um, do I sound like I got a radio voice? How you doing? I'm sorry. um, yeah, we getting busy here. So if anybody's on here or anybody that's going to watch was here for the Cashmere episode, that is next week. She will be on here next week. Just gotta get her head focused on what's more important, and then she'll come on here next week. Um, we uh, this episode right here, though, we are talking about safety, which I don't think it gets enough. I don't think a lot of people talk about. Also, and it's if I get emotional doing this on this episode because as long as I've been here, that's possibly the one of the reasons or many reasons why we don't we lose members or they don't ride no more, and they're used to it. So we're gonna get to the Houston berries of the situation. So we're gonna get yeah, that's not double. That's my damn phone. And okay, and my co-host is here. He's here. Let y'all listen to her nice little voice. Here you go.
My life voice. I
Go.
finally just got my voice back. I was sounding like Barry White for the last couple days. Like,
Oh, we gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about that. Because I see if my special guest is gonna come in. Let me we got some comments here. What up, Jumpstart? Remember, Jumpstart
right?
from Jump is right at the mine tonight. They about to go ham. Who is Mem Ear?
And
Yeah, put the P on the ear. And that is good brother Bacardi. Be safe and wear full gear. I do every time when I ride. That is what's up.
I agree with
Oh,
I like
so we
my body
yeah.
pavement.
Do you just say like your Bacardi?
No,
Alcoholic.
no, I'm saying I do every time because I like my skin on my body and not on the pavement.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Shout out to my little Brody Stacks. What's going on? I can't even call him because he's taller than me. So my younger, taller brother. uh, say what's up to sis and my nephew, please. Um,
Please.
so so while we're waiting for my special guest, yes, we got special guests that want to come on because this is very important to him, and see if
Yes.
he got the message. If he don't, we know how we do. The show must go on, and let's see who that be. Yes, yes,
Hair saved
yes.
my life. Well, no word. Dead ass. I like last
Oh yeah.
year. When I tell everybody last year was hard for me, like I literally seen like 3 accidents happen within like 200 feet in front of me, like while riding last year. So like I was done up for a second, and I was like, if it wasn't for those people in my chapter or the surrounding chapters being fully geared and stuff like that, I don't know what the situation might have happened. Like because you got on full gear, I mean chest plate, helmet, everything, you still breaking ribs and everything else. So like I literally watched my bro do a somersault in the air and hit a car and then land face first on the pavement. Like
Listen. We will definitely talk about the gear that you have on your body, which
yes,
is the most important gear is the helmet. Um, the type of helmet, make sure it's
DOT approved.
DOT approved, not
Yes,
no bullshit that looks like a German, but that shit fucking fiberglass and shit.
it's
Um,
it's a fitted with a strap.
get that. They make different kinds. As long as it's DOT approved, I don't care. I don't care if it's looking like a beanie. See, put it on there. All right. So what we're gonna do right now, you know how we always do. We got where my y'all counting kind of fast. This ain't the start of the show. Yeah. No. Hold on. I like that one. Hold on. I like this one. No Timo helmets. No Wish helmets. None of that shit.
Yes, please, no Temu helmets. Like
None of that shit. We gonna get into it real smooth because especially you riders out there that's so damn passionate about riding. But I be looking at a whole bunch of pictures of y'all riding. Y'all don't have all your safety gear. So we go get y'all on that too. So let's do what we do and put that disclaimer on and get that nice little intro on and let's go.
Let go.
Damn it, I was feeling that. But yes. We are here. Episode 59. I'm your boy, Infamous the Champ, Mr. Attention Getter, with my partner, my tag team partner, Queen Yamaya. Oh, she said, catch me outside. How about that? Oh, yes. You know, hers like more 3D than mine. I told y'all it was coming. We told y'all it was coming.
So we got like orders already, bro. So what's popping?
I heard, I seen, I see some good names that said they want that. We already know the first person that said they wanted it, which was Spider. But
out to the OG, to the Brody. Like, listen, when I tell you, this man showed me like the most amazing love when I was in Puerto Rico. Not just him, his wife as well too. She is such a sweetheart, and I love her. But like when I tell you, like I got dropped off like a goodie bag of like merch. Like Scorpio gave me like the most amazing birthday speech. Like shout out to my sis 511. She ain't get to record it, but she was so excited. She took pictures and stuff like that. But you know, I say maybe those words wasn't meant for everybody else. They was just meant for
it be like that sometimes. Yeah, like you think it, but
so like I really, 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 really appreciate the love that was shown to me in Puerto Rico for my birthday.
Yes. Let me go back to that kind of jumpstart. This is something I'm testing out. See, you got somebody down in Florida that does your shirts, by the way, which I might have to talk to you about that because I think this is off of an app off my phone, and I like how they did it, but I can't find.
Yeah.
You know, but that's a whole other story because I know if somebody watched it, they gonna hit me up like, we can do it. And I listen.
Jump in our inbox if you could do screen printing or DTF printing on like a cotton shirt or whatever. I don't want that polyester player shit. Like I need like cotton, like when I on it ain't gonna shrink or it ain't gonna itch. So like yeah.
You hear her.
Yeah.
Another thing I noticed, y'all notice.
I got the wholesale plug so I could get like t-shirts and we could get them in bulk, but like yeah.
Trying to get that shit made. Yeah. Probably like damn. I don't know how many damn. And no, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, so we're gonna drop a new logo like every couple months. Like every something like that. So
y'all know me. Y'all should know me right now. I'll get the brainstorming.
It's gonna be a 3-part collection, y'all. So make sure y'all collect all y'all Rough Chronicles shirts, and then after that, it's over.
So you know what time it is. It's time to talk about those March events, and we got one going on this weekend right now.
Yeah, shout out to Marion County. I heard it was lit out there right now.
In Michigan. Let's see what's next on the agenda. Yes. This is Texas Kickback.
That's Austin Kickback, right?
Yeah, that's most of the city I see. Austin. And Someville I can't really see right
I'm
now.
definitely holding it down with the United States of Pisces. I mean,
Oh, we
ha-
will get we'll get back to that when that day comes. But hope y'all book for that one. That's gonna be big. Um, Rough Riders to Rescue Foundation, Women's History Month. Respect our sisters this month. This is International Women's Month. Please, can y'all go a whole month without calling them bitches? Come on.
me too.
No, y'all is in because y'all
Okay.
might fight, and every swing guy had to say bitch. So I'm learning. I'm learning. I know.
Or it's like that's
So
that.
New Haven, Connecticut, Easter egg hunt. Rambo should have been freaking off.
He in Berrien County getting wasted.
Probably. That man talking about someone outside. That man everywhere. You see the time, you see the date, you see when the hunt start. Of course, every Tuesday in Charlotte, they get ready for their 20th anniversary.
Wait,
Um,
how come my flyer not on there? March 22nd,
oh,
BBB.
you really, you doing this? You doing this right now? You're doing. She sounds so upset right now, so
My bad.
upset. But you know what? She's just not patient. That's all she is. What's going on tonight? Their first bike night of their once a month bike night, Mercer County.
I know I gotta be there, so
You gonna be there after the show.
yeah. Not told him the show was
She's my partner. She'd
good.
be she'd be there with that shirt on too. So hey,
Good.
facts. There she
Hey,
go. And the next week, when she probably won't be on the show, but that's okay. We already talked about this, but she gonna be doing this right
yep.
here. I'm looking at that. Looking at that price right there. I had to start drinking, huh? Hennessy for $5.
$5 Henny and $5 Casamigos.
Okay,
What?
that shrimp basket. How many shrimps y'all giving out? That's what I want to know.
That's that kitchen stuff. Like I just
Don't be stingy with the shrimp.
oh nah, but B Onos is busting. Like we've been out there a couple times and we've taste tested their food. They have a great environment. They got live DJ. Like it's popping. So make sure y'all show up, show some love to BBB Burlington County, because y'all know we was the Liddy committee when we was in Puerto Rico.
If motherfuckers come from Puerto Rico to come to that bike night, y'all did something down there. I should not even
Listen,
not know.
about the bike night, just pull up to the Annie. Like that's how I know that we did something.
We could
Like
talk. We
we went.
definitely could do that at the end. At the end of the show, get some more events out. That's big time. I already said United States of Texas. Of course, down here in Virginia, of course, Jersey, very first ever state event.
Word.
So y'all need to do big numbers. That's
September.
anytime. Listen, you never want to miss anything that says first. I already regret one. I supposed to went to freaking Idaho last year, and I
Yo,
regretted I
so
couldn't go.
really
So
so excited for this Annie. Like we've been putting a little time, we've been putting a lot of effort, we've been putting a lot of work into making sure that this Annie is where it needs to be at. So shout out to the state Annie committee and the work.
I, I
I,
know. See, it's
yeah, yeah.
called state. It's
So
called the
look,
state any committee.
if
Well, I
any
know it's a.
if anybody know Jersey upper echelon, so it's taking a lot for them to come together, and it's like, yeah, itchy and scratchy type shit. So
Listen, it's the war room.
yeah,
I already know y'all. Listen, anybody that done a state event know it's a war room. That's all we're gonna say. That's all we need to say. But shit gets done, and the good times coming. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. We are talking about safety to gear or not to gear. That is the question. The answer should be the gear.
the
Okay.
gear.
I don't care. I don't care how good you are with twos. I don't care how many years you put in. You should always have your gear. And like I said, if I get emotional during the show about it,
Word.
that's because again, I've been in long enough to see too many people.
In real life, stuff happen like out
Yeah.
here in these streets, especially if you outside, especially if
Oh,
you're.
let me do this. Let me do this. Ladies and gentlemen, OG is on board.
Ooh, ooh.
OG?
We like the OGs.
I love the OGs. OGs is why we here.
Always learn a lot.
Mr. Hollywood is in the building.
Well, how do you turn
What the hell is she doing?
Hey!
Why are you taking over? Why are you taking over his show? Jumpstart, get your girl. Get your girl, Jumpstart. Get your cowbell ready, Jumpstart. Get your girl. She on timeout as soon as y'all start the show.
I love my good sis. Don't do that.
I love it.
Real shit. I know I am.
Listen, when I get down there, you already know. Feed me. I'm hungry. What's going on, Hollywood? Speak up, bro.
Hey, Maya, he really ready for you to be on his show, baby. He is. I'm telling you.
Listen, I'm coming, Jumpstart.
I'm already in the corner.
Listen, he already got a timeout. There it is, in the corner where you belong.
See, I'm already in the corner. That's a damn shame. I can't win for losing. Jesus.
No, you cannot. What's going on, good brother?
Hey, what's going on, boss man?
Nothing much, man. First of all, I appreciate you coming on because you've been in the game for a minute, man. You seen the beginning stages. So while we got you on here, you want to give us a quick history, introduce yourself, please. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So my name's Mr. Hollywood. I was one of the first 15 to 20 members to start Chicago back in 2001, 2002. I was vested under Pap and Lady Rock. So those are some legends right there. For those of you who've been in for a long while, I've been on the road with, doing things for Scorpio back then. A lot of stuff with some of the Midwest stunt team members like Rome and whatnot. I started Chicago, then went over to Indiana, helped start NWI, which is Northwest Indiana. Went back to Chicago, and then took a little bit of a leave of absence and came back down here to Jacksonville, and now I'm back at home. So
nice. So we're talking about something I think is very close to home to you too, which is safety. And I just said, and you just kind of said it, like you like one of the original 15. And I said, I don't give a damn how long you rode. I don't care how professional, how skilled you are. You need that safety gear on. So,
absolutely.
So my question is for you especially, being a rider, do you got like if you do a ride with not just you with somebody else, do you have like a checklist of the gear that they need to have on? If they miss the gear, do you tell them like, hey, next time you better have that gear on with me?
Yeah. I try not to ride without a helmet on, at least. Of course, back in the days, I always wanted my face out there, so I was always like, oh, whatever. So I never wore a helmet. But thank you to Kashmir, because back in 2004, I lost my brother in my arms to a motorcycle accident, and it was the only time that he didn't wear his helmet. And then after that, it was like a wake-up call for me. So ever since then, I always at least ride with a helmet and gloves are the top two things with me, Of course, up in the Midwest, it gets cold every now and then. So obviously you're wearing jeans and, like a jacket or something. But a helmet and gloves are by far the two main things that I would always suggest to be worn at all times. As far as a checklist for how I do it, at least, because I rode with so many stunners, it was mandatory that you at least had like some sort of boot, okay? Because the way we rode, we didn't want to ride with sneakers on or nothing like that. We had to have some sort of stunt boot, a helmet, gloves, and some sort of like Under Armour gear, underneath our vest and whatnot.
Later.
Now, go ahead.
I was saying like a chest plate or something like that, like
yes.
the stretchy.
So, our Midwest stunt team vests were the Icon style with the shell back that was built into them. So that was mandatory for us. But outside of the stunt team stuff, usually when I ride, it's always, jeans, shoes, jacket, or sometimes jacket. It all depends, because I'm in Florida. So, I mean, it's hit or miss here. But helmet and gloves are definitely a must for me, at least. I can keep going on and on, but It all depends. It depends on the market you're in. I'm in Florida, so I can't say that, I always wear, jeans and whatnot, because
Right.
for any of you guys that were there in Orlando, I unfortunately had no choice but to put my booster down, and it hurt my feelings real bad because I spent a lot of money on it. But, at the end of the day, yeah, I should have had my helmet on, and I didn't. But I had my gloves on, thank God, because they got shredded.
Wait, so you was one that went down on the hood ride?
No, it wasn't a hood.
Okay.
So I was right behind one of the members from Fabian Hilly. As a matter of fact, I was right behind him, and then I had Prospect Miguel right behind me on his booth, and we was pulling out of the hotel, and I come around the bend, and I had hit from second to third, and my throttle housing cable snapped, and it opened my throttle wide up. So I pulled the clutch in, I hopped the curb, and I saw a family walking away from me, and they were on the sidewalk, and there was no time for me to react. If they weren't there, I'd have saved my bike and just took it down, the sidewalk until I slowed down. But I had enough reaction time to say, okay, it's either I hit the kids or I lay the bike down. And I said, you know what? I value life rather than my bike, so I chose to put my bike down. So, and anybody that was there that day knew exactly what happened. And, it's unfortunate that it happened, but it did, and I'm thankful that the kids, didn't get hurt. A bike can always be fixed. My bike is pretty much almost completely done now. So, I mean, but a life can't.
But listen, I'd rather that bike go down and you get charged and all other shit.
Sure.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
you actually.
At first, I was just mad about the bike, but then I thought about it. I was like, okay.
I mean, that's reaction. That's like, listen, that's your baby. Like that shit too. That shit too. What makes you got that out. Yeah, like you said, fuck. You got yeah. But at the end of the day, like you get when you back down to earth, you made the right decision. Like, all right, I'll get that fixed. Go cost me some money, but I'll get that fixed anyway. I'll be back on the road no time soon. But you actually came to my next question, which was a question that your mind put out for the original. I gotta read it though. So she said it's actually like life after going down. Does it change your perspective of bikes? How did it alternate your riding experience?
Oh wow. Okay, do you want me to give you my perspective, like in the stunt industry type stuff, or do you want me to give you an all-around perspective?
No, I'm interested in your perspective because I'm interested, like, how does that alter your mental state? Like I said, last year, I consider myself a novice rider still, even though I'm outside, like, on a regular basis. So, like, seeing a substantial amount of people go down last year, it kind of, even though it wasn't me personally, it kind of rocked me. Like, you really start to see the risks and everything that's associated with riding. Thank God, like I said, my brother had on full gear and stuff like that. Both of them. But yeah, how does that alter your mindset, like trying to get back on a bike after going down?
So I've been riding all my life. So I've been riding four-wheelers and dirt bikes pretty much all my life since I was a kid. So I'll give you two perspectives. I'll give you one from being in the stunt game, and then I'll give you one from just being on, a street with a booster. Hey guys, sorry about that. So anyways.
Oh, he wants to hurt me.
Hey baby, I got some fruit snacks and some juicy juice.
Yeah, right.
You put it through that damn screen. I'm like, you got skills.
Shut the door, please. Go in there and shut the door. Kids. So anyways, I'll give you two perspectives. I'll give you one from the stunt game or from the stunt industry, and I'll give you one. So when I went down with my boost, it had been the first time I went down since 2006. In 2006, I went down doing stunts. I was doing a wheelie, and my back tire blew. And when I came down, I got a lot of tank slap out of it, and I went down, and I went down pretty hard. But I had full gear on, so it didn't really do anything to me, but it screwed up my stunt bike. So after that, I wasn't really scared because I've been down before. It was basically having that gear on is what what saved me. Now, if I wouldn't have had my gear on in the way that I hit the pavement, yeah, I'd have probably been dead because it had happened on the highway. So I was fortunate enough that there was no cars behind me, but I've never had a fear when it comes to bikes. It's eventually going to happen. I feel that if you're going to get on something, make sure that you're comfortable with either being on the highway, being in traffic, or whatnot. Being comfortable with knowing how to ride in the proper formation as well. That's all a part of getting them jitters out. It is when I first got my first bike, which was a. Go ahead, man.
No, I was gonna say, do you believe that fear contributes to a lot more people going down because they're making mistakes because they're already fearful?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Some people that might be a new rider, or we'll say under 5 years, okay, and never been down, they get to that point where something happens, as in like what I dealt with in Orlando, and they don't know how to react like I did. You know what I'm saying? And they would have hit a car or hit a wall or somebody else. It all depends on your instincts and how quick your instincts are. But as far as fear, if somebody was within the first 5 years and never been down, I feel like, hello. Oh, there you guys are.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, because it closed out for a minute. So, where was I? So being a new rider and whatnot going down, I think that there is a fear there, because 2004. Now, mind you, I've been riding all my life. So 2004, I lost my best friend and my brother in my arms. I sold my Gixxer, my stunt bike, and I didn't ride for 2 years. And it wasn't because I went down. It was because I witnessed my best friend die in my arms. Right. So that really took an effect on me. And, and it was the only time, and this is I tell you this, I swear by this, and anybody that knows him from back then can, agree with this. This is the only time that man did not have a helmet on. Had gloves on, had a jacket on, didn't have a helmet on. The one time he didn't have a helmet, it killed him. So, but yeah, it took me 2 years until I was able to feel comfortable enough, because I completely just said, screw it on the bike. I'm just going to concentrate on the four-wheelers and whatnot. And I did my thing on the four-wheelers. And but it took me a while to get over that, because when you witness something like that and you've never witnessed something like that, you're not going to know how to mentally react to something like that. So it all depends. Like, it's just like being in the military. Now, I've been in the military, but I've never been overseas. So when they deal with stuff out there and say they come home and they have to deal with a different type of situation, like, you hear about these school shootings and whatnot, they know how to mentally react before they even know, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with the bike industry. So even though I watched him go down and it killed him, and it took me a while, I had to overcome that fear in order to get back on that bike and to regain what I, hey, okay, I'm cool. I still, when we're in big groups, sometimes I'll kind of fall back to the back, or, if I'm on a stunt bike, I'll hit the, the left-hand lane or whatnot. But I like to see what's in front of me, because if somebody goes down, I want to be able to react. I was in law enforcement for 6 years. I was a volunteer firefighter in New Jersey, in my or in one of my towns I lived in when I was married. So I already had that first aid experience. Oh, there you
go.
So from that point of view, if you're a new rider, then yeah, I would say you'd have to overcome that fear first. I do believe that within our industry, you should learn, at least everybody should learn per market. Say, hey, maybe once or twice a month, get everybody's bikes together and do like a thorough check. Say, okay, your tires got a nail in it here, or hey, this isn't, kind of check, make sure everything's copacetic in your foot. Excuse me?
Like, doing that anyway, should be able to you go on any group rides or anything like that, you should do an inspection of the bike because you want to be prepared for everything. You want to be proactive, like you were saying. So before you head out on any major ride like that, anyway, we should be looking over our bikes.
Well, the reason why I said that is because when I was in Chicago, a lot of us didn't do that. I mean, back in them days, we would just get on the bikes and go, you know, and we would just hitting the roads like we would do in New York or LA. Because I've been out to both areas, you know. I went out to LA for their hood ride. I've been in New York for a ride, you know, and that's how we used to ride back then. We just didn't give a damn. But now things are changing. Now it's like almost mandatory for us to do that. But back in them days, we never really did that. We would just hop on the bikes and everybody say, "Mount up, and let's ride."
So,
you know?
so saying what you and how you said that was key on to my next thing, right? So when we get to these moments and like you've been I've been for a long time, you've been longer than me, and we've seen numbers of members that went down, and either they went down, it was in the hospital for a long periods of time, or worse. I want to say, you know, or worse. But there is a difference. I was, and Spider, if you watching, that's just why I didn't want to put your pictures up, because Spider told me like 21 pictures, and he already knew how I feel about one of them. So he showed me a different picture of when he went down, and he had his safety gear on, and he just put on here that he had, you know, bed rest for 9 months, but he looked like he was in a boxing match and he ain't throw no punches. You know what I mean? His eyes was off. You know, it's like he ain't had no gear. But then he showed me something that happened, I'm gonna say like 2 years ago, where he went down and he had gear. He was up walking around his bike. He's talking about, well, there's no scratches on the helmet, blah blah. But he looking at his bike around, see what the damage is. Yeah, it's a difference when you don't have your gear on. You be on the freaking hospital and intensive care and stuff like that, or like I said, or worse. But if you had your gear on, you could pop up like, okay, I'm all right, and scratches and all this stuff. Look at your bike, or vice versa. Some people, they don't care if they got a bone come out. They're like, "Where's my bike?" You know.
That's how I was in Orlando. I was more concerned about my bike than my own safety.
Right, like, you know, like dude, do you not see your bone out your skin? Like, my bike, my mirror is on the side. It's the paint job. I just got the paint. And then they, you know, the adrenaline rush and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to safety gears, and we talked about this on last episode, we were talking about road captains. Do you feel like a road captain, or pretty much anybody, like especially if a chapter is bike division only, like they should do an inspection on their gear, not just their bike, but their gear, because some people, like we were probably making a joke about it, like where's your Timo and helmets, but some people don't understand the importance of the DOT helmet.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So that's why, like, do you think that we should be like not just inspect the bikes and stuff like, but inspect our gear? Because hell, you probably got like a damn 5-year-old fucking like chest plate, and you know, yeah, well, I ain't go down yet. Like, but dude, that shit old as shit. As soon as you go down, it's gonna be like feel like dust.
Yeah.
You know? So do you feel like it should be more important? Yeah, one of y'all can answer that. Go ahead.
If you want to touch on that, Yamaya, go ahead, and then I'll touch on after that.
Just speaking from experience, when I first started riding, I ordered my first helmet off of Amazon. Like, I was just like, hey, it's lit. Like, I got the shit was like $60. And I was like, okay, I'm just starting to ride. But then after being in Rough Riders for a little over a year, I went to the store and bought the $225 helmet, $250 helmet, because now I understand. Like, the first time that I got my 650, I went down, like literally the first day that I ever took it outside. And I remember me being in so much trouble because I wanted to be cute on the bike. Like, I just wanted to be cute. I wanted to have my little cute clothes on. I had my nails done on the bike, my makeup. Like, I'm just outside. And I remember I got yelled at so much about not having gloves on, and I'm like, I don't understand what the purpose of wearing these fucking gloves. Like, I want my nails to be out. And then when I wore half gloves, I did everything to try to get around like being fully gloved. And then the day that I went down, the first thing my president at the time said was, "Show me your hands."
Yeah,
And
and your gloves get shredded.
yeah, and
They
I
get
did like
shredded.
this. And I was like, I'm good. And he was like, you better be motherfucking like playing those type of games. Like, we don't have time. And, good thing for me, like, I wasn't really going fast. I was probably no more than 7, 8 miles per hour. I was just, trusting out the gears, doing around the corner. But like, these are things that I wasn't knowledgeable of. I didn't know that my tire pressure could throw me off and make me slide. Like, it was absolutely nothing wrong with my bike. But it was like a lot of it is trial and error sometimes when you're a new prospect coming in, and especially when you're totally new to the bike community. I feel like we should tighten up a little bit more on, as far as gearing and things like is concerned, because say if I didn't have somebody that was constantly on my head, like, wear your gear, wear your jacket, wear this, wear that, wear that. Like, I'm a big advocate for gear now. Like, I'll be like, I'll give it 100 degrees outside. Like, I'll wear that riding jacket with a sports bra or some shit. Like, but like, you need to have that proper gear on, because other than that, like, I've literally witnessed it save people lives in situations where you just know they was like, shit, they on her. Like, you can't even think about it. Like, your mind doesn't have enough time to process it. And then when it does happen, you're like, oh shit, thank God for that helmet, or thank God for that riding jacket,
Exactly.
jeans, or those boots, or whatever, or those gloves. Like, it's the simple things like that that can really make or break.
Yeah. Now, you said something about like checking your gear, infamous, and I'm gonna kind of touch into, because I played professional arena football as well, and if our what team did you play for?
No, I never got to that level.
Oh, okay.
But hey, you played football. That's good enough for me.
Yeah, I retired in 2020 as the last year. So, but whatever. But it's the same thing with football gear. Like, our helmets go every 10 years, and I had a helmet that had happened to be a year older than what was provided by. So I had to go out and get me another helmet just so I can play, in the arena, because per safety, it's the same thing with helmets. If your foams, because I got an Icon jacket, and just the humidity down here had completely crumbled up all the padding in it. So I had to throw the jacket out, and it did the same thing with my Midwest Stunt Team vest with the patch in the back. I went to go put it on, and I was like, are you serious? Like, all the padding just crumbled to shit. So I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, you almost have to always check your gear and make sure that, everything is up to date. And I got 4 helmets, and I just got another one from Fed. I got the Predator helmet she got. So I got 4 helmets. I always make sure that my passenger has a helmet, and that I always have my helmet. Like when Slider went, when we all came down to Orlando, his daughter was like, I don't want to ride on the back of your bike unless I got a helmet on. Well, I had my bike on the trailer with his truck, so I'm like, here, use my helmet. It's just because I always brought 2 helmets with, and she used my helmet for the rest of the ride. But helmets and gloves are the top 2 things, especially in my market down here, because it is hot. Now, mind you, when I went down, even though it was right around the corner, because anything can happen, I should have had my helmet on, because that's the first 2 things that Fed, Fampo, and Slider said, yo, where's your helmet at? They saw my gloves shredded, but they're like, where's your helmet at? So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you're right, because you never know. And just literally not even, say, 2 houses down from where we left the hotel is when I went down, and it was just a freak accident. So
Crazy.
you always got to have that, and if you don't, then you never know.
So we got a question from, hey, Reese. Hey, girl. She said, can someone tell us the difference certification for helmet safety other than DOT? All I know
Sorry,
is
I got
DOT.
somebody pulling in the garage with a bike, so I'm trying. Okay, no,
Oh,
that's
that's what's up. Make sure you guys gear on. Can someone tell us the different certification? I'm sorry, I've been smoking today, so don't blame me.
the certifications of helmet safety
Thank
other
you.
than DOT.
Thank you.
It's
Listen. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I got like a whole bunch here. I'm off for the weekend. Oh, so
I drink. That's all I do.
Hey, there we go. But she is there other than DOT? All I know is DOT.
That's a good question because that's all I know.
So that's all I know. But if anybody know the answer to that, please put that in the comments.
I wish I did, but I unfortunately I couldn't answer that question either. I mean, I wish I knew, but I don't.
Yeah, that's a good question because I think that's the only one that's all I think. That is the only one I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only one, and that's all I get. Like I got one right here which everybody signed. I got Sugar's old helmet. I got my helmet that I haven't worn in years. My Joker helmet, and I got it all. They all German, by the way. So that's another question I'm gonna get to too.
Helmet.
Huh?
Let me get that Joker helmet.
We'll talk. Who's that? Did you play with Hawk? Good Lord. You need to talk to Hawk.
Oh, did I play with Hawk? No, I actually played with the West Virginia Rough Riders in 2019 when we went undefeated and won the national championship. That was the last championship year I played, and then I played with the Jacksonville Sharks and the Jacksonville Southern Steam in 2020. So,
man,
I've been away since 2020. That's 4 years. I actually have 5 championship rings. I just saw Spider say that's it. So I've been playing all my life. I started out with the Colorado Crush in 2007, 2008, won back-to-back championships with them underneath John Elway. Then went to Daytona Beach, played for the Thunderbirds, and then, Southern Steam. And then I got recruited out for the West Virginia Rough Riders in 2019. So I've been around the league for a while.
We about to see who got the most rings between you and Hawk. Hawk got this big one that's around his neck. Like, you can never wear that, bro.
Yeah, I only got 5, so he's probably got me beat.
I only got 5. You got more.
Yeah, just 5. Someone did put the answer. There are other certification depending the manufacturer is based
in the U.S., Europe,
and Asia. Okay, there you go. Who gave you that answer?
Asia Ryder.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Jay Ryder. You're my brother.
This might be maybe I wouldn't say a stupid question because I should know this, but do you know if there's date manufacturer stamps on helmets these days?
Yeah,
there are now. Okay, because I know back in our days there wasn't, so I couldn't tell you, but I know I just bought 2 of my helmets 2 years ago, so I don't pay attention to all that.
Yeah, no, I was last years old when I realized that my helmet's expired because it had an expiration date on it. So that was one of the reasons also that I invested a little bit more money and got a better quality helmet because when you're and you got a shitty helmet, only thing you hear is the wind beatboxing in your ears. And I felt like a bobblehead. My shit was knocking like this. I was like, yeah, no, I need to go ahead and stop and be a big girl and go ahead and go in Cycle Gear and spend this bread to get a real helmet.
So what speaking of helmets, so what helmet do you prefer? Do you prefer the German style or the I don't know what's the name of those shits? I call it the visor.
Or helmets.
Huh?
The full face modular helmet.
I used to call. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what I used to call them because I swear I was like, that's a football helmet with a visor, and damn it, I'm gonna be real with you. I never liked those vests. I feel suffocated. I feel like couldn't breathe with them. So.
See, I don't like them helmets either because I mean, not for nothing, but I wouldn't want a helmet that goes up and down like that because what if, for some instance, you get some tank slap and you hit the concrete face first? Is that thing gonna break? And next thing you know, your face is rashed up. So that's why I prefer the full face.
Okay.
Because I don't want to have a chance of this breaking and my face getting totally demolished on the highway.
I think what I think that's what Spider meant by what he just said. You want a face or not? So,
I see it.
I mean, listen, I had my bandana. I was looking badass. So I'm
I'll-
sorry. I'm
I'll-
sorry.
Face 400 Spider, like
Listen, I had the goggles on. No bugs, nothing come to my eyes. All that shit. Anyway, but so we went there. So here now the next question, which is on the phone, thanks to your mic here, which is it went off.
Do you skin a potato?
Yes. Why people risk riding without proper gear?
What? I'm sorry. What did they what?
I said, why do people risk
why do you think
riding without proper gear?
that risk to ride?
Oh, why do they not ride with proper gear?
Yeah, why
Yeah.
do you take that risk? Is it because of experience? Is it because of comfortability? Like, what do you think is some of the main causes why people don't gear?
Okay, now I'm gonna give you two perspectives. So before my brother got killed, or before he passed away, I used to never wear a helmet because I always wanted people to see me and my face on the bike when I was doing my stunts. So I always wanted to have my face out there. That's part of the reason why Lady Rock gave me my Mr. Hollywood name. She's like, you always got to be center of attention. You're always in front of a camera. And I was just like, hey, that's just me. But
Nothing wrong
after
with
he
that.
went down and after he passed away, it gave me a whole new outlook on things. So it's like, you know what? My face is my face. If people don't know who I am because of my bike, then that's them. But I know it's me, you know. So after that, it was a must for me. So I would say it's more of an image thing. You know, even back then, it was more of an image thing to where they wanted to make sure that they looked cool on their bike, and they wanted to, you know, like you said, with your nails and whatnot, you know, what having your gear, you wanted to make sure that you were all blinged out. Don't take offense to this. I'm just making a point.
No, for real.
No, I'm being serious though. It's like, you know, it's an image thing. So like you got your nails done, so you wanted to make sure that everybody saw your nails. I wanted everybody to see my face when I did what I did.
Right.
So, yeah, it was more of an image thing. So, you know, people might get caught up in that, but when you got seasoned riders such as, you know, myself, it completely throws that away because by that time you've been down, you already know what it feels like to be down, and you don't want to be another statistic, you know. So what I would share with people nowadays is say, hey, look, man, your image is always going to be there, but if you go down without a helmet, your image is gone. So would you rather have life or would you rather go?
That's it. Like, you're gonna be on a t-shirt. That's your memory.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a big thing, and I'm even victim of that too. You know, I mean, back in the days, luckily I didn't go down. You know, I just happened to be fortunate enough. But still, I've seen a lot of people that don't have helmets and not even gloves. Like I've seen people's palms get completely demolished because the first thing they do is you figure the first two things you do
Hands down.
is you tuck and you put your hands down. We were always told that if you just tuck, boom. But you're always putting your hands down first, and your gloves are your hands are the first thing to go. And if you ain't got gloves on, I'm just like, oh my god. And I see these people in Florida all the time doing that. I'm like, dude, are you serious?
It's like this. I'm gonna I was listening to how you talk. It reminded me of football players. Football players got the helmet on, they got the gear. So the only way you gonna know who they are is because they got their name and their number on there. Just like you know, with our situation, how you gonna know it's us? If you got your vest on, and maybe you got your custom. That's about it. Unless we know your bike, you know what I mean. So, but when it comes to that, and I see a lot of people, J Ryder, they say, oh, they want to be cute, and no, like, listen, man, come from Mr. Attention together. Myself, there's nothing wrong with that, man. But at the same time, like you said. Like both y'all said, either you go be known or you go be known on a t-shirt.
Yeah,
you're gonna be known on these tributes or these tributes on Facebook or whatever on someone's page saying I knew him well. You know what I mean? So and I'm trying to hold it in because I really want to go off on people, and I don't know. A lot of us have lost people. Yeah, they was good. They was good riders. They was riders for a lifetime. But it takes one idiot in these cars that don't give a damn. It takes take a ditch on a highway. It takes
formation. I tell people that all the time. Like, as
something. It takes something, and then you don't have the gear on. I'd rather visit you in the hospital than putting a flower at your gravesite. I'd rather chill out with you and watch TV in the hospital. Make sure they don't give you no nasty ass hospital food, than have to hug your family member and say, "Hey, we're here for you." You know, it's sad because like we lost. I'm gonna say it because then those are two that's in my head right now. We lost Psycho Tim.
Oh, I remember Psycho Tim. Yeah, I love that man. That dude was a trip.
We lost Roscoe.
Mm-hmm.
I know more, but those two top of my head because those two, especially Psycho Tim, that dude used to ride everywhere. And this dude rode with a fucked up chain. I remember that shit. I like, yo, how the fuck
he had left. He had left, and then we couldn't find him for like a day or two, and then somebody had seen him, and he just happened to be in the ditch, and it was like he could have actually survived it. But that's what I'm saying, man.
It's and I don't. He had his gear on. That's the crazy thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I know people like, well, the gear is not 100%, but gear has a higher percentage than no gear.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't care if you got that gear, you had that helmet for 20 years. Okay, put that shit in the retirement bin. It's time to get a new helmet. I don't care if you had those gloves for freaking 5 years. Okay, time to put them in the box. They had a good year, they had a good run, they went everywhere. Time to get some new gloves. Time to get your new chest plate. Whatever you want to get that you think, oh, I need this, that. Cause brother, like I said, man, I'd rather see y'all wrapped up, like this, can't move, it's still in the motorcycle position, than eyes closed in the box.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, right? I'd rather that. I'd rather you. If I see you, I'm going to share something. I hope he watching. I hope his wife watching too. And you might know, who you're my bartender in Essex County. We was going to a bike night. He was on his way. He's still on his way. He gets to the bike night in the parking lot and goes down. I looked at him. I said, that baby the bike that did that shit late. Yeah, it was. But everything else he had was good. Gloves, all that stuff. So again, it could have been worse if he didn't have that on. So I'm telling people like, yo, it's a higher number of you making it with gear than without.
Mm-hmm.
So next thing question about when it comes to gear is like y'all said, why do people think it's okay not to have gear? Does it really matter how long you rode, how long you've been on tubes, for you to say, oh, I don't need no gear now, I'm good to go?
Because you'll see some of the most experienced riders going down.
Yeah.
I'm one of them. I mean, look, I went down at 5, no more than 10 miles an hour, and I'm an experienced rider, been riding all my life, so it does happen. So
you got a question in mind?
Nah, I asked a lot of my questions.
Really? So while I got you on here, big brother, I am gonna ask this one because you still riding sports bikes, or did you downgrade to cruisers?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Shit, I got a Hayabusa with a 1446 engine in that thing. I got a racing bike, man. Listen. Hey, Spider done seen it. Everybody in Orlando seen it, man. I'm a Busa.
Hey, I'm just asking questions because some of you veterans now, like, you know what?
No,
can't do that no more.
You won't find me on a cruiser. I mean, I'm not opposed to riding a cruiser, but you won't find me on a cruiser.
Yes,
And let me tell you something. When I saw Scorpio in Orlando, and that was the first time I had seen him in probably 15, 16 years, and he heard that I had a booster. He was like, "Oh hell no." He's like, he was so used to seeing me on a stunt bike that he's like, "Wow, you like completely upgraded." And I was like, "Yeah, well, I still get the itches that I want to get back on the stunt bike, and I think that's going to be my next thing because
Right.
I want
Downgrade.
to put my market back on, you know."
Sheesh.
So,
That's Lawless, by the way. What up, Lawless?
hey man, that's my brother there, man. Me and him talk 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a week, man. I mean,
Not the
I
slingshot.
He
give
said
it
he
to
gonna
him.
get you a slingshot. Damn. Don't do that
Who?
to him. Don't do that to him. That's like
Who said that?
Lawless said he gonna give you a slingshot.
Oh hell no! He
That's like-
knows me better than that. I've been talking to him about getting another stunt bike.
That's like giving a stunner a wheelchair. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Uh-oh.
Don't do that.
Hey man, don't get it twisted. My boy can still hang. He just, you know.
I mean, you know what, man. I mean, let me say this too. While we probably joking about it, but those guys had your safety gear for those too. Those slingshots, because y'all motherfuckers drive that shit crazy. Jump start. Drive that shit. That shit crazy.
I had a brother from another club last year that passed away on a Can-Am. Like, so it's like safety gear is so important. Like the damn Can-Am. Like, are you serious? Like, he lost control. He was hit like 90. Lost control. It spent out. He
You know what?
fucking car, but yeah. So,
You know what's crazy? I was just the same Orlando event. I was.
Well, when I went down.
Yeah, the same one.
Oh.
When we hit the highway, I was in the slingshot, so I was recording, and I had no helmet on, no seat. Oh, and I was like, gotta get this good shot, But because we was like, listen, people had a nice organized slingshot in the back, so we was nowhere near, and we was like pretty much behind. We was between the cars, so the cars behind us. And so we're going not as fast, but we got everybody. But even slingshots, I gotta say that slingshots could just, you know, and all this stuff. And I mean, you got. I don't know what would be the safety gear besides the helmet for a slingshot.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and touch on that. I've never been in a slingshot, so I couldn't tell you.
I mean, every style of bike gotta have either the same safety gear or at least some input of the same safety gear. Like someone just said seat belts. Now that's the only advantage a seat belt will have. And then before any of you damn bikers get on here talking about that ain't no listen, it's part of the hood ride.
You still need a motorcycle endorsement to drive one.
Right.
No,
hey, in some states they do.
Oh,
in some states they do.
Not in the great state of Jersey.
I lived in Collingswood, New Jersey. I hated it up in Jersey. No offense.
In Florida, you do though.
Where?
In Florida, I believe you do though. Right?
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
I lived in Florida for like 6-7 years, and it used to make me cringe seeing people on motorcycles with flip flops.
What's that? Goggles, lawless. You need safety gear. Well, that counts as safety gear, don't it? Goggles.
Who said Googles? Who's gonna wear Googles? They're supposed to say goggles.
Goggles. I knew what you meant. I put it up there anyway. It's considered autocycle. Okay. Oh, y'all going fast. Hold up, please.
I know, and somebody said something about an upgrade that they said, an upgrade from a booster to a stunt bike. No, let me rephrase that. I'm still gonna keep my booster, but I'm gonna get a stunt bike so I can make my market still look good.
Right.
So I'm gonna clear that up real quick. But go ahead, Infamous. My bad, bro.
No. Man, listen. Speak your talk, brother. Speak your talk. So speaking. All right. So now I'm gonna go to your expertise. The stunt game. Now I saw videos.
You got me.
We all saw videos of the stunt game. You know,
of me or just everybody in general?
Everybody in general.
Okay.
Like, you cannot, like, honestly, if you're a rough rider, and you are a rough rider, you cannot tell me that someone did not see videos of the stunts or the music videos or the one who's on the videos doing the stunts. and stuff like that. But you know what I saw that almost all y'all had in those stunts? A helmet.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Almost, right? So if people could do these stunts, crazy ass stunts, I can't dream of the stunts that y'all did. I can't do them in my dream. I can't do them. They still had a fucking helmet on. What make y'all so better? What make y'all so better not to have a helmet? You know what I mean?
What makes it so better for us not to have a helmet?
Yeah, what make a person think that, oh, I don't need a helmet when motherfuckers that do these crazy ass stunts that I only see in movies and videos, and they wear helmets. What make y'all think y'all better than them? And they do this shit way better than most people, you know. I mean, including yourself. So
go ahead, brother.
I was gonna say my question to you though. What's the craziest?
I'm just gonna say, like, us as stunners, you know what? Oh, where'd she go? Oh, there she goes. So us as stunners, I get what you're saying, but we know how to go down. So if we go down with a helmet, especially doing what we do, you know, it's almost mandatory. And with what we do, I would rather have my life, you know, rather than not have my life, you know. So touching, moving forward from what you're saying, yeah, there are a lot of people that are like, you know, I don't need, you know, wearing a helmet because, you know, whatever. Okay, well, when you go down that first time, you're gonna really seriously think about it. I didn't even have to go down. All it took was me to see my best friend die in my arms, and that was enough for me. And I don't get on a bike without a helmet, other than when I went around a gas station and went down on my bike. But that's just another example of it. You know, you never know what's gonna happen. You never know.
Exactly. So my question to you was, what's the craziest stunt story you could tell me on this episode? Yes, sir.
Which one you want to know? I mean, there's so many.
Whichever one pops your head first. Whichever one.
I mean, I got a couple. I mean, I don't know if you remember back in the days, but I know we had Chihuly from New York and King Rome come out. We did a mass destruction in Chicago. And man, when you got 5, 6 professional stunt riders out there, you know, doing their thing, getting on video and whatnot, it's chaos, man. And we did the same thing when we all went out to LA. You know, it was just other people knew who I was, and I flew out there and they're like, hey man, here's my bike. So when we stopped the whole traffic on LA freeway, we were out there in the middle of the freaking highway doing shit. That's probably the most craziest thing I've ever known, that I've ever done, you know, doing stunts, is being able to get in the front of the pack and have shutting down the highway with like damn near thousands of bikes stopping the highway and just letting us do our thing for a good half hour, 45 minutes, and then tearing ass away. That's probably the craziest one. But I mean, I went out to New York and watched them boys get down, and same thing. It's crazy. I mean, I could go on and on about my stunt stories, you know, from mass destruction all the way to LA to New York. You know, there's so many. I can't just pinpoint one, but if I had to, it'd be the one where we shut down one of LA freeway highways, and we were just Scorpio was there. He'll tell you.
I'm thinking like LA highways got like what 4 or 5 lanes and shit, and y'all shut down the LA highway.
Like, I'd say 2008 or 9 when I was out there and did that. It was insane out there, man. Wow. That's probably my most memorable one, because that's the biggest ride I've ever been involved in. Like, I thought mass destruction was big, and I thought going out to New York was big. When we shut down Manhattan, nothing was as big as what it did in LA, man. Them boys know how to throw it down out there.
Well, you know they got an event this year. They're back September 26th.
Yeah, I was actually talking to Lawless about that one. I was like, man, I want to get back out there on the West Coast. When he said, I definitely want to go out there and visit Scorpio and kind of touch bases with him, man, because we kind of fell out of touch after a while. And when I saw him in Orlando, it was just like we never even forgot about each other, you know. But it felt good to get back to see some of the old school players that help mold us to who we are now.
Man, let me tell you, it was good seeing you because who tapped me? Someone tapped me like, you know who that is? I was like, it looks familiar. Like, it's Hollywood.
Man,
like,
I had so many people asking me, "Yeah, you remember me?" I'm like Big Man from Lake County up in Upper Illinois. He's like, "Yo, Mr. Hollywood, do you remember me?" I'm like, "Man, being out in the Midwest, everybody knew who I was." So it was like, and when he, told me who he was, he kind of looked different because it's been like 10, 12 years since the last time I see him. So when I saw him in Orlando, I felt like I had family there, because we kind of grew up, in the same area. He grew up in northern side of, Illinois in the Chicago there, or right outside of Chicago, and I was more on the south side. But the way we moved in Chicago, now that it's branched off into like 3 or 4 different chapters now, when I saw him, it was like, wow, and seeing, I saw Beast, and I was like, holy cow. Like, I didn't know what to do because I'd taken a year and 10-month leave of absence because I had some personal business I had to take care of. So when I moved down here to Jacksonville from Collingswood, New Jersey, up there by you, when I had moved down here, I contacted J-Bo. I said, listen, man, the Rough Riders are calling my name back. I know I ain't been around in a year and 10 months, but I'm seeing all these Rough Riders in Jacksonville, and I know y'all only got, a couple chapters. Y'all got Miami, Orlando, and Tampa. Where's my nearest chapter that I can talk to? And he wanted me to fan pro and Slider up in Jacksonville. And I ain't never looked back. So
we got a question. My brother. He said, have you ran into dangerous drivers / reckless drivers while riding a motorcycle?
Yes, I have. You're always going to have them dumbass drivers that, especially a lot of new drivers, they get their first crotch rocket and they just want to, and little do they know, if you do that and you pass the 1%er club, that's a big no-no. You know what I'm saying? So you get a lot of them rookie drivers out here that just want to, so yes, I've seen them in and out of traffic, splitting traffic. Now, mind you, I used to do that as well. But as you kind of get older, you calm down a little bit and you realize, whoa, that was kind of stupid. But a lot of these rookie riders do that. So yeah, I've seen a lot of insane riders.
Yeah, they get too excited. They think they could just, all right, listen, I'm on twos. If it's traffic, I'm gonna go between the cars, and you gotta be careful with that because these drivers don't give a fuck. Don't, and they'll do some shit like block the. Listen, I ain't no angel. We used to do the shoulder, go on the shoulder and go fast, and then we always had that one driver that said, "Oh no, you don't," and go, try to block it and shit. But that's what I think the most. We say all the safety. We said the safety gear, but I think the most important safety gear to me is your eyes.
Absolutely.
You gotta. If you're 20/20, you gotta be 20/20 times 2 because your eyes gotta get wide open. And these drivers, like some of them is not aware. Like it's a shame that we got to do a hashtag look out for bikers or some shit like that. When it's common knowledge, like listen, y'all ain't a fucking a house with wheels, or we wide open a bike. And anything can happen. There's a little tip in the back of the wheel, something can happen. So I mean, Jemiah, are you leaving us?
I know she looks like she's getting ready to get on the bike and leave.
She got to go. It's a bike night, so her chapter is going out to support Mercer County, Jersey, and I know that's why she probably was all going off the damn video. They probably calling her. I know. Listen, I know Jersey. They impatient. They're impatient as hell. Impatient, however you want to say it. But we're gonna try and end this off with Mike. I don't know, Hollywood. Do you have anything you wanna advertise? Anything you want to promote, or do you just want to go to a final thought? You got something to say? No,
not really. I mean, shout out to all my Rough Riders here in Orlando, Jacksonville, Tampa, Miami, the whole state of Florida. Infamous, I appreciate you letting me on and let me kind of share my experience with you and with everybody that's watching. You learn something new every day. You know, it's a constant thing of information. You know, and I love information because the more you know, the more you know. You know.
Yes, sir.
And I just want to thank you for that. And a mad shout out to you, brother. I can't ask for anything better. You know, I messaged you and you said, "Hell yeah, I'll take you on." So it's a blessing.
Hey,
I appreciate
you. I tell people this, man. This is not. I'm the producer, but this is y'all show. Y'all want to come on and tell your story or tell your journey? Let me know. I'll book it. Let's do it. And you might have to come back because we got to get your whole journey on this show, man. We gotta know this dude. This dude talking about 2001. Good Lord.
Yeah. Well, I keep asking people. I say, you know, hey, I know Chicago is officially established in 2002, but when we first started, it was literally 2001. So when I got vested, it was in April of 2001, but we didn't get established until early 2002 as a chapter. So you got to figure from April, mid-April, all the way till January. That's a long time trying to establish a chapter within a big city.
Let's say, especially Chicago.
When people ask me, well, when did you join? And I tell them 2001. And like, well, how do you start Chicago when you were technically in 2002? I said, well, and then you got to go into the thing. So that's why I always make sure I say 2001, 2002, so it doesn't, get anything mixed up.
All right. See, you got to learn something. Now you have to question him no more. Bro, I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming on, man. If there's any time, I don't know, April, May, you open for to come back, let me know.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, I'm a phone call or a message away. You know that, and I'm always watching you. So, if there's something I wanted to touch on, especially with the safety stuff, I definitely wanted to get on board with that. So that's why I asked you if I can come aboard and kind of express some stuff too. So mad props to you, and I appreciate you, brother. I really do. But shout out to my boy Mike Lawless. I know he was out there making fun of me.
Oh man, he actually made fun of your mind. He thought your mind was doing yoga.
Spider, you too, brother. You're always a trip on these things.
That's our producer from afar.
Yeah.
Spider, our producer from afar. Who?
Look at it.
Oh,
when you say Jacksonville, this is how we hang out.
And she gotta get ready for her show in a few minutes.
I even hear my dog down here. Yeah. Even the
She
dog.
gotta get ready for her show in 2 hours. So
yeah,
get your drink.
I'm cooking
ready.
now.
What you cooking?
I'm about to fry some wings.
I'll be down in Florida in 6 hours.
Come on, I got you.
6 hours.
I'll be there in 6 hours. That's why they call me infamous.
It's supposed to be like 10 hours, but I'll be there in 6. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But I'm gonna let you go, man. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'll talk to you later, bro.
Same to you guys. It's good chatting it up with you guys. I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot.
All right, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, no problem. Bye.
Hey, Maya.
Sir.
Maya, you can't drive yet. You can't leave. You just can't leave.
I'm just
but
it up anyway.
You can't leave without saying a final thought or promoting something that's happening next week.
I always got a final thought, y'all. Ride your ride. Don't try to ride outside of your norm. Like, I love my 300. I get cussed out all the time about it, and I love it. But it's something that I'm comfortable on. Like, my 650 is cool. I love it too. But I love to be able to maneuver and get around where I need to. I ain't really a speed demon. I just want to ride my ride. So make sure y'all ride your ride. Stay in y'all lane. Like, I don't want nobody else's lane, so I created my own. So create your own lane. Be different. Like, when we talk about the whole nails and stuff situation, you know how people know me? I'm Yamaya with the green bike. I love the lime green bike. Even if I'm fully clothed and fully geared up, it's me because I got the locks and the lime green bike. Other than that, catch me outside about that.
Y'all really want to know? Come to the smoker session. That's all I'm going to say. Come to the smoker session.
Big smoke.
Come to the smoking section. We got you. We got you.
Big smoke.
So hold on, 'cause I'm gonna mess up. I knew I was gonna mess up. Bam. That already happened. So so you have a good time. Take a lot of pictures. Don't post it. Send to me first.
All right.
Don't post it. Send to me first.
I'm
And
only going for like an hour. I'm so tired. Like I've been beating up this migraine all day, so I'm going to definitely go out there, show my love, take a couple pictures. Now I'm coming home, going to bed.
she said a couple pictures.
Yeah,
I know it might be like 20, 30 pictures.
it's
She'll
lit
get-
tomorrow. Tomorrow is how I end my birthday celebration. How I end, Pisces season. So shout out to Block Burners MC in Maryland because
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean,
I can't do that. I gotta go to the gun range on Sunday early in the morning. So sorry.
So my last little hurrah for Pisces season. So I gotta make sure I feel better and I go to sleep.
Oh, Sugarfoot. But don't
Sugarfoot.
forget this. Don't forget this, y'all. Y'all in the Jersey area, especially South Jersey. Hit them up. Hit them up next week. She about to go to this. I'm sorry. She about to go to this right now. So if you in the New York, PA area, Philly, go down to Trenton, get some Coronas, get some buckets, appetizers. I'm looking at the menu. I see tacos. House wine, cocktails. Wait, no, I'm sorry. That should say $3 off on cocktails. How much is cocktails then? But anyway, so are you about to leave me?
I am.
Oh, Sugarfoots. Some members from VA will be there. Cool. There you go. Some members from VA will be in Maryland tomorrow.
Who said that?
My sister Glitter.
Hey, Glitter Girl.
My Glitter PRO. Yes, do your thing. Do your thing. Let me know. Let me know when you get home safe.
I will.
Text me. I'll probably sleep.
It's okay.
I'm halfway through my week for today. So yeah, go to sleep. Who the hell?
I barely smoked because my migraine was killing me. So yeah.
That's the medicine.
I don't do pills.
The weed is the medicine.
I know.
Shameful.
I know.
Shameful.
I'm outie. Leave me alone because I feel like you keep holding me hostage on here. I'm out of here. I love y'all, family. Thank y'all for tuning in. We back next week on the 27th. It's just gonna be infamous because I'm gonna be busy, doing my PRO stuff.
Next week is the 22nd. But that's okay. She go do a PRO stuff. She'll be back on the 27th with whatever the hell we got playing on the 27th. So, but remember, we working on these next. So,
put y'all orders in because Infamous playing, and I know y'all want them. So put y'all.
I'm not playing. I got the design. The design is ready. I just need somebody to do it. That's all.
All right, love y'all. Good night. I'm about to be out.
Good night. Go. Get out of here. Go. Hey. So I guess I am gonna close this out. Hawaii, what's going on? So this is what I'm going to say, and like I said, I'm glad I didn't get emotional and anything. Because the safety gear thing is very important. I don't care what state you in, and they said y'all can ride without a helmet. Bullshit. If I know you, you gonna ride with a helmet. I don't want to get that call. I don't want to see no status, no teary eye, or anything about a lost member because they ain't had their gear on. If you do go down and you have your gear on, at least I say it must have been something else. But I've seen too many good, great, awesome, fucking fantastic members we lost in my 13 years in Rough Riders, and prospects that went down, or they went down and affected them later in life. So please have your gear on. I can't say nothing else better than that. Can't say nothing else before I really start breaking down here. But if you know a member that we lost that went down, or shout them out in the comments while I do this little events, I'm gonna give more praise to. Like we did talk about this, it's gonna be September, New Jersey's first ever state event. Trying to see what's next. Make sure I don't get all. That was this one is happening. I think 2 weeks before that one, which is Texas. Say the date. I think more information came down, but that's Texas state event, and then you got this event. Come down, support VA. Northern Virginia pretty much is in charge of this one, but this is a Virginia state event, so it should be all hands on deck. You see the theme. Come out with your lime green, your black and lime green. Show some love. But that's all I got for tonight. So next week, and I talked to her. That's it. Next week, that's it. Bring your ass, Kashmir. Bring it, so we can have this show that been a year in the making. Volume 2, Part 2. This time the afterlife and Q&A. Remember, her questions, please, professional questions. Not is she single? Not does she got a man? Not what that booty do? None of that. None of that. None of that. None of that. Ask her about life. Why life insurance is important. Why picking making sure the grave site and stuff like that are important, and stuff like that business wise. She'll get down with you. She'll give you all the information you need to know if you don't know it, and other stuff that's important. So after that, we gonna talk about the great event we had last year, and much more. It's a one-on-one with me and Kashmir, and that's next week. It's official. It's signed. She signed it. Okay, it's gonna happen. But until then, I'm your boy, infamous, the champ, Mr. Attention Getter. My partner went to a bike night. A special shout out to the man, Mr. Hollywood, for coming on and doing his dizzle for me. Hopefully I get him back in. He can tell us his story. I'm out of here because I'm about to, get more blitz and get ready to watch another podcast. So until then, deuces. Where's my Grim Reaper?